If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. Imagine this, Ja Morant is now a millionaire, scratch that, a multi-millionaire, and Kai Sotto, along with Abando, is poised to change the Warriors forever. Welcome to the next chapter in NBA greatness. You thought the game couldn't get stranger? Think again. Strap in, because what's happening right now is monumental for both players and the franchises involved, and it's going to rewrite the future of basketball as we know it. Let's start with Ja Morant. He's one of the most electrifying players in the league. From throwing down gravity-defying dunks to dropping 30 bomb after 30 bomb, he's become a sensation. Now let's talk numbers. Ja has officially signed what some insiders are calling the largest contract in his young career, worth over $200 million over 5 years with full guarantees and sweeteners that make veteran max contracts look average. That kind of money doesn't just buy security, it buys influence. Suddenly, Morant isn't just a rising star, he's a generational force. That mega deal gives him the power to push for trades, sign new roster pieces, and shape the team's culture around his style. And guess what? He wants to win, not just be a highlight reel. With that kind of financial freedom comes responsibility, and Morant is ready to build a winner. Now shift the spotlight to Oakland. Because while all eyes have been on Steph, Klay, and Draymond, something much deeper is brewing, and it involves Kai Sotto and Abando. Sotto, the Filipino giant, has quietly taken European basketball by storm. He's no longer just a prospect. He's a factor, a 7'2" rim protector with passing skills, footwork, and the potential to redefine what a modern center can be. And Abando? That's Sotto Abando, the athletic wing who's drawn comparisons to early Andrew Wiggins in terms of length, explosion, and upside. Together, they form a frontcourt duo that could completely alter the Warriors' vision for the future. Rumors have been swirling about the Warriors eyeing a rebuilding pivot, fast youth, athleticism, and three-point shooting, and that pivot seems set to include drafting or trading for Sotto and Abando. Warriors executives are reportedly enamored by Abando's fit in a Stephen Curry-led offense, cuts, open threes, defensive versatility. Pair him with Sotto's rim defense and passing? That's a terror from paint to arc. Picture this, Ja Morant's in Memphis or wherever he landed, playing fearless basketball with a superstar chip on his shoulder. Meanwhile, Golden State is quietly stacking youth under the mentorship of Steph and Draymond. Kai Sotto draws crowds with his height, flashes passing, and makes the paint his own. Abando flies around screens, attacks in transition, and stretches the defense. And all of it is happening while Morant skyrockets his own brand and influence as a player empowered by his mega contract. Pure ecosystem changes unfolding on opposite ends of the West. But here's the real curveball. Sources inside the Warriors say Morant's contract has league-wide ripple effects. As Oklahoma City had to adjust its salary cap to match, teams across the NBA are feeling the pressure to re-evaluate their rosters. Warriors saw that and made moves accordingly, signing Abando out of free agency, sniping him before others could, and preparing for a pre-arranged deal with Sotto the minute he hits the draft. They knew Morant's mega deal would distort the market, and they flipped it to their advantage. Suddenly, we might have two parallel revolutions. Morant in one corner making moves, flexing power, forging his own destiny. In the other, Golden State quietly building something long-term, sustainable, and championship coherent, while their star still holds the fort. It's contrast, it's strategy, it's the old guard meeting the new. And this isn't just talk, this is business in motion. Warriors coaches have been scouting Sotto in person, flying to EuroLeague games with advanced film setups. Abando has trained with Randy Livingston in Oakland, and sources say the medical evaluations and skills sessions are already finalized. Official announcements could come as early as preseason, and insiders hint even Draymond Green and Stephen Curry have smoothed the mentorship pathway. This isn't a clutch attempt. It's a building strategy with momentum. So what does it all mean? For Ja Morant, being a millionaire is more than just stability. It's influence. It's power. It's the ability to steer an organization. For Kai Sotto and Abando, it's the doorway to basketball prominence, joining an established dynasty but with room to grow. And for the Warriors, it's a chance to bridge eras, let their superstars still shine while preparing tomorrow's core. The next 5 seasons could have them competing at a high level long after Curry's last splash, thanks to youth, athleticism, and smart construction. And let's think big picture. The NBA is changing. The power of player contracts. The globalization of talent. The Bay building around its legacy while adapting. This story is proof of that shift. The ripple effects could alter trade markets, influence college and international recruiting, and foster a mindset in teams: win now while building for tomorrow. So here's the challenge for you, the fans, analysts, superfans, armchair GMs. How do you see these stories unfolding? Is Ja's money buying legacy or limiting flexibility? Will Sotto's mobility translate from Europe to the NBA paint? Could Abando become the hidden gem who redefines wing 3 and D? And most importantly, can the Warriors really balance contending now and preparing later? Because make no mistake, this isn't just rumor. It's strategy. It's design. It's the future of 2025 NBA basketball. If you're fired up about Morant's contract, Kai Sotto's rise, Abando's fit in Golden State, or the shifting landscape of player empowerment, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel, turn on alerts, and jump into the comments. Are we watching 2 real revolutions? Or is it all smoke and mirror? Because whether it's Memphis pumping up Morant's power or Golden State building quietly behind the scenes, the NBA is evolving in real time right before our eyes. And if you stick around, I promise we'll keep covering every angle, every update, and every trade or draft decision that unravels this incredible story. If you're fired up about Morant's contract, Kai Sotto's rise, Abando's fit in Golden State, or the shifting landscape of player empowerment, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel, turn on alerts, and jump into the comments. Are we watching 2 real revolutions? Or is it all smoke and mirrors? Because this is what makes the NBA so electrifying. It's not just about what happens on the court, it's about the personalities, the money, the strategy, the ambition. When a young star like Ja Morant locks in a historic deal, it changes everything. When a global sensation like Kai Sotto edges closer to a Warriors jersey, it signals a shift in international basketball power. When an underrated gem like Abando enters the spotlight in San Francisco, it reminds us that champions aren't always built by headline signings but by smart moves and hidden brilliance.